Hi, I'm Sandy. My paper is called Rehab and Participation, and it runs in semester 2 and over the summer as well this year. Last year, Google Plus was really great for answering students' questions, especially around their assignment. In other papers, we use the AET online discussion board, and I find this a bit more difficult to use. It's easy to miss questions, and I think they can get lost, sort of buried in the different threads. And also we seem to be answering the same question over and over. On Google Plus, the students know when a question's been asked, and it's easy to see all of the questions, and we had no repeated questions last year. We'll also be using Google Plus to help the students understand concepts and ideas that were difficult for them to get their heads around last year. Inspired by other projects and with a lot of help from VICL, we've come up with a new element which we hope will help them to see theory in action and theory applied to the real world and to themselves, which was starting to happen this year, but we've hopefully been able to develop this much more for this year. I'm also really excited about using it with my summer students who are undergrads but do the paper in 2 blocks because they're working full time. Last year they struggled to stay on track and connected to the paper and to each other between blocks. So this year I'm going to use an online workbook and use Google Plus as a way to help them connect and help each other. I know last year pairs of students used Skype quite a bit to work together and help each other, and I'm hoping to build on that this year so that they feel more supported by me. I can kind of monitor how things are going and each other so that they can connect as a whole class and be a bit more of a community. So yeah, looking forward to learning more about Google Plus and its potential uses for our students. Thanks.
Hi there, I'm Kim Frenchman. I teach at AUT, and over the past year I've used Google applications in the papers that I teach. I guess for me, I learned that if I don't engage in the communities, students lose interest and the community eventually dies. So not engaging regularly is not a good thing if you want to get some momentum in terms of the engagement with students and the interaction and communication with students. I would say that not engaging regularly is a huge hurdle for me. I have at times actively avoided engaging because I found it too overwhelming. I think it's because I still view the use of this kind of technology as additional to the other things I need to be doing as a teacher. I haven't fully accepted it as a teaching and learning tool in the same way that I accept lectures and tutorials as integral to teaching and learning. I think for me, this is about having to make a philosophical shift combined with a lack of confidence in my skills and abilities to successfully use the tools to enhance teaching and learning. I often feel like, and I frequently default to my usual teaching, learning methods. I think I do this because it feels familiar. I feel competent using those usual methods. However, I will persevere because I know, as an occupational therapist and as a teacher and as a learner, I will only become competent in using mobile technology to enhance teaching and learning by actually using the mobile technology in teaching and learning. I think once my competence is improved, the philosophical shift will happen a lot easier, more easily. Anyway, fingers crossed. I hope that'll happen, and I'll just continue to persevere in using some of the applications. So for semester 2, I will persevere. I will use the Google community again and try to engage more often and more regularly with this platform. Thank you for listening.